Good morning, everybody. I am here today with a review of the Joule electric kettle from a brand called Stoke Voltaics. I was hoping to make this review out while camping, but unfortunately the timing didn't work out. So we are here in my garage. I'm gonna go over what this is, why you might want one. I'll do a little cook test and then I will give you my final thoughts. All right, let's start by describing what this is and what it does. When I first saw it, the first comparison that came to mind was like a jet boil, a gas-powered water boiler that you would take backpacking. This one would not be for backpacking as you do have to plug it into an electrical outlet, hence why I have my EcoFlow here. Basically, it's a portable electrical cook device. You can use it to boil water, heat up your food, or even make popcorn. It's important to know that in order to power this device, you do need a 3-pronged electrical wall outlet. If you plan on using this for camping like I am, that's easy to do as long as you have a portable power station. I've got the EcoFlow River Pro, but anyone should do as long as it has a 3-pronged electrical outlet and that the wattage is rated high enough. And this is rated for up to 500 watts. An advantage to this stove is that there is no gas involved. It's not even an option. You cannot put a gas canister on the bottom. It is electric only. So you don't have to worry about carrying gas canisters, or you don't have to worry about your fuel running out. It can only, at least this model as of right now, it can only power based on a 3-pronged electric outlet. It does not have the option to plug it into like a 12-volt DC port. So it would need, like I've said, a 3-prong electric outlet. All right, we're gonna get into how it works. For that, I am going to do a couple of cook tests. So we're gonna do 3 tests. We're gonna do a water boiling test where I will put a clock for how long it takes. So for that, we're gonna have this thing on drink mode. And then we're gonna change it to eat mode, and we're gonna make some noodles. And then lastly, we are going to put it on pop mode and try making some popcorn. All right, let's start with the water boil test. So it's very simple to use it. First thing we wanna do is make sure that this is on drink mode, which I've got it on already. I just grabbed some cold water from the tap. So I'm gonna pour it in to the 12-ounce mark. So all we have to do, we're gonna plug this in. We're gonna plug that in to the kettle itself. Plug this in to my power station. My power station is currently at 62% battery. It does tell me how many watts that this is pulling, so I can kind of share that information. I'm gonna cover the lid, and then all we do from there is press the power button, and then I'll put the timer up here once I hit it. As soon as I hit it, the output went straight to 485 watts. So for drink mode, once you power it on, it's supposed to heat up to a boiling temperature, then it will automatically shut off. At this point, it is bubbling and it's starting to make that like water boiler noise. I would say it's at the point where if you were in a rush, it could be done. But I think it has a little bit more to go before it's gonna auto shut off. It's bubbling pretty good now. I think I would turn it off myself, but I wanna see the auto shut off in action. We've got a pretty rapid boil now, and you can probably see the steam. I would expect to shut off anyway. There it goes. The wattage on the EcoFlow is back to 0, and the light did turn off. And I didn't have the timer in front of me, so we've got it up there, but as I'm recording this, I did not time exactly how long that took. The power on the EcoFlow went down to 54%. So it was drawing a lot of power, just under 500 watts, and the battery did go down to 54%. All right, let's try food. So I'm gonna use the water that I just boiled, and I'm going to add a block of rice noodles. For this, I'm gonna switch it to eat mode. So one thing to be careful of is when you're switching the modes, just make sure it clicks into place and isn't in between. So we've got it on eat mode. Woo, that is hot. We've got our water that just boiled. So I'm putting this in right after. I'm gonna add our noodles, and I'm gonna turn this back on. So eat mode is designed to turn this to a boil, and then it maintains the temperature for cooking. So there is no auto shut off in eat mode. So in eat mode, you do need to turn it off yourself. So you need to keep a close eye on it. And then I think I'll recover it. And I'm gonna grab a utensil. So the noodles have already started softening, and I was able to push down the part that was not in the water. So I think I'll give that another minute covered. So we're now at 100 watts that it's pulling. So you can definitely tell that it's still on, but it's not having to draw as much power as that initial boil for eat mode. And the noodles are getting pretty soft. And then the top, the lid here, it does have like something you could pour out water or even drain the water. So I would probably use this one here to drain the water without losing the noodles. Yeah, it's working pretty good. Not that I would have expected otherwise, it's just noodles in boiling water. I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds or so, and then I'm going to take the camera in and we'll drain the noodles. I just want to say rest in peace to those noodles. We just learned together the hard way that if you're going to use that lid to drain noodles, to maybe have a finger on it so it stays on. So I'm glad I caught that in camera and then we learned this together. But I'm pretty excited about testing the popcorn. The stove/kettle has cooled off, so we're starting from scratch with the heat, and I'm going to set this camera back up on the tripod and we're going to make some popcorn. All right, it is the last test, the popcorn test, probably the most exciting one. The inside is cool, I've dried it off. I've got a bag of movie theater butter, a mini bag of Orville Redenbacher's popcorn. So let's put it on popcorn mode and give this a try. I had to show you what I was working with here. I don't have any of the just regular kettles, so I went with the bag and I didn't realize what all the flavoring was in there. Hopefully this works okay. We've got it on pop mode already. Gonna plug it back in and let's see how it goes. There we go. So for pop mode, it's supposed to heat it to the ideal temperature where it believes the popcorn is done, and then it would turn off. The manual states that there is an accessory that you can fit in the hole in the middle, and then you can rotate to move the popcorn. However, they currently do not have that, but they're hoping it'll be available soon. And then, but in the meantime, we can just kind of shake it a little bit as it starts getting hot. So I'm gonna keep a close eye on it. I'm gonna give it some constant shakes, and hopefully we'll get some good popcorn. When I asked them about the popcorn accessory, they also told me that they are working on a French press accessory, which I think would be awesome if you could use this as a French press to make coffee. So right now we're pulling about 200 watts of power. So it's definitely different than it was on drink and eat mode. So right now the power is drawing 8 to 9 watts. Wattage just went back up to kind of between 70 and 80. I feel like we're moments away from the first pop. Oh, there it is. It's popping. It's popping. So it's supposed to auto shut off, but it's kind of stopped popping, so I am going to turn it off now. Just got one more pop. And I don't hear any more pops. So the unit is, this is probably the hottest it's been with the 3 things that I've made. So it's still, I can still touch it, but it's pretty hot. All right, let's show you the popcorn. That's pretty awesome. All right, my final thoughts / conclusion. I mean, it worked great. It does take a little bit longer to boil water compared to gas stoves that I've used in the past. I do love that it has the different modes, especially the popcorn mode. I don't think I've ever realized how much I want to make popcorn camping until I've had this thing. Just some other things about it that I want to mention. It does have a max fill line inside. So the max fill line is at 16 ounces. It also does have little lines that let you know when you're at 4, 8, 12, and then of course the 16-ounce one at the top. With what I made today, it was very easy to clean. However, I didn't really put anything too messy in there. The messiest part of what I made today would have just been the oils from the popcorn. So I haven't tried it with anything like messy sauces or anything, but I do think that it would be pretty easy to clean. One thing that I really like about the electric kettle compared to gas is if I'm camping and it's raining, I can use this thing inside my truck without having to worry about safety compared to you know, using gas in the car. That might not be the safest thing to do. Regarding the power draw, I thought it drew a little bit more power than I expected, but with my EcoFlow, I'm not really worried about it running out of power in a weekend or maybe even a 3-day weekend, but anything longer than that, and I do want to make sure I bring my EcoFlow charger. And then this is another kind of small advantage, but I do think the setup time for this is quicker than a propane or butane stove, just because you skip the amount of time that it takes to screw on the canister. Probably a very small amount of time saved there, but anything in the morning when I'm trying to be quick to make my coffee is important to me. At the time I'm recording this right now, it's August 24th, 2023. This unit is $99 on Amazon. Amazon has a sale for $20 off, and then I have a promo code that expires August 31st. I'm going to put that right here on the screen as well as in the description below. So the link for the product on their website and on Amazon is in the description below. That is all I've got for now. Hopefully I covered everything. If I missed anything and you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate a subscription to my channel. It means to me more than you know. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.